Welcome back to Persona 5 Royale. Last time, well, as you can kind of see here, let's actually just watch the television real quick. I don't remember if we watched this last time, but we're doing it again. Last weekend, the police visited the school where Mr. Kamoshida taught for questioning. The students found it hard to hide their bewilderment at the scandal surrounding a popular teacher. The police plan to finalize the arrest once they collect more evidence and finish investigating. Alright, there were police at the front entrance, weren't there? It looks like this case is coming to a close. Yeah, we really didn't go check that out, but I don't recall them ever saying anything of interest, so don't worry about it. We're going to be hanging out with An tonight. So exams are such a downer. I'm already bummed about tests coming up. I'm in trouble for anything that's not English. I haven't been studying at all. Oh, maybe we can make some progress if we keep an eye on each other. Want to study together? So I'm going to say yes here. The reason why is you actually get bonus points for studying with a friend, and you get bonus points towards your relationship with them. Totally worth it. You're a big help. Then let's meet at the diner in Shibuya. All right, let's go. I love this music, by the way. All right, here we are. That long sentence is tough. Try to think about what the underlined section means. Are you starting to understand how to dissect these problems? I think so. I'm so jealous that you get one-on-one study time with Lady An, Akira. It seems like you're making more progress than usual, too. Alright, yeah, so we get 3 points towards knowledge. Very nice. Totally worth it.
That's not it.
I'm actually not so good at this because of my time abroad. Anyway, time to study. Here we go. Do you think you could help me with math next?
Let's get back.
I'm so tired. Let's stop here. All right. Well, they're gonna head off. Bye.
It looks like you're attending school seriously. You also seem pretty close with Takamaki-san if you're both coming to school together. You just transferred here, though. I guess you two really click.
We're in the same class.
I see. You seemed a lot closer than that yesterday morning. I heard she was a victim of Mr. Kamoshida. But was that all there was to it? Either way, closer inspection should clear everything up. Goodbye.
I'm gonna need you to stay away from me, as far as you possibly can, thanks. Alright, welcome to class. Exams start tomorrow. Are you all ready?
Well,
now then, picking up from last time. The end of the Heian period marks the rise of the samurai, which I'm sure you've all been waiting for. As described in the tale of the Heike, it was a time when all that was great would fall from grace. It wasn't unusual for the heroes of yesterday to be struck down as rebels of the present day. I apologize if I pronounce any of the Japanese names incorrectly. I'm trying, I just absolutely suck at them for some reason. By the way, sympathizing with the loser or the weak is called magistrate's patronage. That term came from Minamoto no Yoshine's position. I don't know if I got that right, I'm trying. And it also became a way of referring to him as well. Alright, Kurusu-kun.
do you know the answer?
You know the time period Yoshitsune was active in, don't you? The answer here is the Heian period.
This is it.
Correct.
That's right. He supported his brother, Yoritomo, during the Heian period. But despite the contributions in defeating the Taira, he was driven out by his brother and ultimately executed. However, in the centuries that followed, Yoshitsune became more popular as a tragic hero. Wow, really? Kurusu-kun seems kind of smart, doesn't he? Yay!
Nice going.
Well, alright. We get 1 point towards knowledge here. Perfect. Rather than siding with the one who has overwhelming power, people prefer the underdog opposing them. It's sort of like rooting for a minor league baseball team instead of an all-star major league one.
Yep.
I can understand that. It's like, if I don't root for them, then who will? Okay, sure, why not?
What are your thoughts?
If you're confident in your exams, you can always liven the day up and head to Mementos. No, we're not going to do that at all. Yes, we do have a target in Mementos also here. Ryuji wants to hang with us, but we're actually not gonna do that. Wait, we have another instant message? Oh, we do, here we go. An actually wants to hang out with us. Hey, I came up with a method of strengthening my heart, but it's kind of hard to do by myself. Will you train with me? All right, so let's go ahead and hang out with Anne. I don't think there's anything else we need to do today. All right, we'll be going to Inokashira Park. It's really big. All right, well, let's go over there. And we get to unlock this by doing this. Hey, look, it's a duck. A goose? Flourishing with natural beauty, this park is the pride of Kichijoji. Get away from the stress of city life. Couples often ride boats in the pond. That's interesting. Right. So we can now go there. And there's like a bunch of these that we can unlock, and there's a bunch of them we won't be unlocking because it's just not worth it, honestly. Maybe on a separate playthrough. Oh, here we go. Man, big open places like this are great. I think my training's going to go super good today. So remember how I said before that I want to strengthen my heart? Well, I came up with a way to do it. All right, so you can say either one of these. How's that? I don't think having a strong heart means you don't let anything get under your skin. So basically, I want you to say stuff to me and I'll try not to get fazed by it. Any one of these, what kind of stuff? We've already started. I won't let that hesitation shake me. I guess I should say something to An. Come on, hit me with your best shot. You're unique. Anyone there? Yeah. And? You want to say, can we stop yet? That's what you actually want to say here. What else? Can we stop yet? You're giving up? That means I win. You want to say I think it's the second can we stop yet is what you want to say, so everything else stays the same. You're giving up? That means I win. Huh? Wait, is this how the game is supposed to go? Oh well, on to round 2. Yes. Bring it on. I think you could say any one of these. I'm gonna say, listen to me. You know, I kind of feel like this won't make our persona stronger. I think you're right here. You can say anything you want. Something's not right.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I just got an email from my agency. The next shoot is really far. Wait, what's this at the end? It's a notice saying to pay extra attention to the time and place they tell you. Apparently some models haven't been showing up at all lately. Then when asked why they didn't come, the models all say they heard there was a change in schedule. Sounds like somebody's stopped sabotaging. It sounds like shoots have been really hectic with all the scrambling they've had to do for substitutes. You want to say, has that happened to you? Huh? No, I haven't missed a single shoot so far. It probably really confuses the staff to see a sub showing up too. Hopefully it doesn't happen to me. Though actually my first modeling gig was as a sub. That was back when I was still in Finland. My parents didn't have enough models for their event. Oh, haven't I told you? My parents are both fashion designers who put on some seriously extravagant shows. They jump from country to country, so I only really get to see them for half of the year. Maybe less these days. You want to say, that freedom sounds nice. Yeah, I guess I can afford to be pretty relaxed these days. Plus, it would probably be tough being a phantom thief with my parents around, don't you think? It was rough when I was little, though. It was just me and our live-in caretaker. I didn't really have any friends. That got dark fast.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I'm modeling, it almost feels like I'm connecting with my parents somehow. It's a nice hobby to have, but I don't think I'd want to make a living out of it. After all, that's where Kamoshida first spotted me, and that's how our class started those rumors. Besides, the Phantom Thieves are more important to me right now. Nobody can be my substitute there.
Yes!
That's why I need to get stronger. Alright, and speaking of stronger, there it is. Alright, and now we've unlocked follow-up, so she has a chance to perform a follow-up attack if Joker's attack does not down the enemy. Very nice.
Alright.
Oh yeah!
When I was little, I used to watch this anime where the main villain was this female thief. She'd lose to the hero every time, but I always thought she was cool. She wasn't really a good person per se, but she was beautiful and strong, sincere, and even sexy. But she always said whatever she wanted and did whatever she wanted. She knew what justice was for her. I wanted to grow up to be just like her someday. I hope I'm getting closer now, if only a little bit.
Bye!
Well, see you later. All right. We have a follow-up here once we arrive home. Hey, it's me. Thanks for coming. Oh god, why did I do that? Thanks for coming with me today. So after we met up, I tried doing some runway walks on the way home, like how a cool, sexy woman would walk. Then some girl who was watching me nearby started to copy me and runway walked with me. Then she had to have seen me, right? Do you think she thought I was cool? Could be. It's almost enough to make me blush, kind of. To be honest, I kind of feel bad for her. She has no idea that the real me is a human disaster. I guess I've still got a long way to go, but I'm not giving up. I made a decision that I'm going to get stronger, so I need to overcome any obstacles. Thanks for hearing me out. Okay, bye. Right. I see, I think.
Ah, you're back.
I am back. Let's start by doing the crossword puzzle here.
Hey!
And let's play just a little bit. All right, what are the May Blues? For the record, I have never heard this word before, but I'll tell you what the answer is. And that answer is malaise. Let me make sure I'm spelling this correctly. I-S and then E. In Japan, the May Blues are named as such due to the change of seasons and the number of people who fall ill after the long holiday at April's end. Similar terms are used across the world. Students in the USA get the September Blues, literally never heard about that before, after summer vacation, while the UK has the January Blues to contend with. I've never heard of the September Blues. If you're in the USA or other countries, do you guys have this? Because legit never heard of it before. Anyway, we get a boost to knowledge. There it is. Let's watch TV. Let's see what they have to say. We spoke to specialists regarding the scandal surrounding Mr. Kamoshida's violence and indecency. They held the opinion that there are problems with Japan's education system. That may be true. I was raised in Finland, but over there they make sure that all students have the same knowledge level. The cost up to high school is pretty much free. In addition, all teachers have a doctorate. If that's the case, does that mean that you call those teachers professor instead? I have no clue. Oh, let's talk to Sojiro. What do you have to say? If you're asking for allowance, the answer is no. If you want money, earn it yourself. No, we're fine, thanks. Okay, well, we've got exams soon instant message from Ryuji here, so let's see what he has to say. Exams are coming up soon. You're not getting a jump on studying without me, right? Right? If you're gonna do it, you wanna do it together, I'm in serious trouble. All right, so yeah, we're gonna study with Ryuji. That's a huge help. I'll be waiting at the diner in Shibuya. So we're gonna study with Ryuji to get a little bit of knowledge here. Is this really a good idea? I like that there's different pen cases on the table depending on whom you're with. Huh, I'm starting to get the hang of this. So I guess that's what I do with this one too. Wait, that's no good. Damn it, what'd I mess up on? Let's try starting over. Good advice, Akira. It's important to revisit and review where things went wrong. And there's my boost. I don't think we're gonna get to level 3, but that should be okay. We're not gonna be at the top of the class, but that's fine. Oh here, if I just fix this. Whoa, problem solved. You're freaking amazing, dude. There's that nice little boost. I'm gonna go grab a refill. Solving that question's got me real pumped up.
Wanna head back?
Guess we should go home. Bye. All right, guess what day it is? It's time for exams. You excited? I'm not. I can't believe this. A school assembly during exam week? The hell are they thinking? It's the day after tomorrow, right? I wonder if it's going to be about Mr. Kamoshida again. I can't believe the school is messing with our schedules like this. I don't care what it's about. It's gonna have nothing to do with us students. I wish they'd stop dragging us into their messes.
Seems
A mandatory
pretty rough.
assembly during exam week, huh? Sounds rough for all of you. It's time. Day 1!
Well,
Here's the music
shall
that I
we
love.
begin?
Now then, let the first day of exams begin. What historical figure inspired the idiom of favoring the magistrate? And the answer here is this one right here. Minamoto no Yoshitsune. This one.
Ooh,
That sounds
we
about
can
right.
do this.
Let's see, an essay question? This looks tough, but let's calm down and think it through. Provide the reason why Minamoto no Yoshitsune is viewed as a hero. Yoshitsune had a brother, right? I think his name was. So the answer is Minamoto no Yoritomo. Yeah, that's the one. Yoshitsune worked under Yoritomo. He did a lot for his brother. But they ended up coming into conflict, and in the end, when they had to oppose each other, the answer here is Yoritomo won. Yeah, Yoshitsune committed suicide after being exiled by his brother. But even though he lost, Yoshitsune's the one who went down in history as a hero. That's probably because people tend to sympathize less with figures in power and sympathize more with, the answer is the weak. Yeah, not just any weak person though. People love rooting for an underdog who stands up to powerful oppressors, and Yoshitsune did that to his brother. So the reason Yoshitsune is treated as a hero is because he stood up against the powerful Yoritomo. You finished in time! That was intense. Time is up. Put your pencils and put down your pencils and put your hands under your desks. That was intense. Doing my best to read the names correctly. Not good at it, but I'm trying. Day 2 of exams.
Let's get started.
Today is the second day of exams. You may begin. Which brain function is responsible for the phenomenon of seeing an illusion in this figure? The answer is cognition. That sounds about right.
We can do this.
Which of the following maps can you paint without any adjacent areas being the same color? It's either map of the world, map of Japan, or both, and the answer is both. That sounds about right. Getting close here. Almost done. Yeah, you can't do anything on exam days because I'm guessing you're studying or just dead.
Okay.
Does everyone have a test? Then you may begin. Name the book that defined malefactor as the chief factor in the progress of the human race. The answer here is the Devil's Dictionary.
Ooh, we can do this.
All right, next question. What character archetype refers to a mysterious and seductive woman, typically with ulterior motives? The answer is femme fatale.
Ooh, we can do this.
All right. Now, unfortunately for us, we have a exam today. Ooh, we have some stuff. A school-wide assembly at this time of year? Really? Think we can bring our flashcards in and just study. Kamoshida is just one of the many things wrong with this school. I've got to hurry home and study. That Kamoshida is still causing us trouble, even when he's gone. All right, what do we got for this? Is it a pep rally?
Ever since that specific incident, many of you have voiced concerns that I could not bear to ignore. We believe the mental health of our student body is absolutely vital, so we've acquired the services of a therapist. The floor is yours, Doctor.
Oh, we have a therapist. That's nice.
Isn't he hot?
Uh-oh.
It's nice to meet you.
Male teacher with glasses.
Whoa, his voice is sexy.
My name is...
Huh?
My name is Takuto Maruki. Thank you for welcoming me to your school.
Oh.
No need to be formal with me, though. I'm just here to counsel anyone who's interested.
Oh, you just got owned by the microphone, dude.
You can even call me Doc, if that would help you feel more comfortable. Any assistance you need, I'll be... Oh. I guess I'm not really any good for helping with money problems.
Thanks, Doc. Can somebody put him away?
Thank you, Dr. Maruki.
Yo.
If you've played Persona 5 originally, this may take you as surprise because this is actually a new character in the Royal Edition. Just wanted to throw that in here before we continued.
You ever expect this place to actually give a shit about our mental health?
Well, our school's made national news. Maybe they figured they'd look even worse if they didn't do anything for us.
And Dr. what's his name?
Maruki.
Yeah, wasn't that guy just basically clowning it up on stage? You really think he'll do us
He
any
seems
good?
sincere.
Ryuji.
Hey there. Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san, right? And that must make you...
Kurusu-kun.
How do you know our names?
Well, I was informed of certain students before beginning my tenure here. Those that had, previous interactions with Mr. Kamoshida. It must have been especially tough for you after having just transferred here.
Nah, yeah, it was.
I can definitely believe that.
So, what do you want with us?
Ah, yes, I'd forgotten. I know I already offered my services to the student body earlier, but would you three be interested in counseling?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, Ryuji.
Huh?
How's that surprising?
You were just a touch more emphatic about it than I'd expected. Ah, but if you come to my office, you can have free snacks.
Snacks?
All you can eat. Would be nice, but there's still plenty to be had. So, how about it?
I heard snacks and I'm in. Tell me more of these snacks.
Hey, don't fall for that.
I'm sorry, I'm basically a
To
hamster.
be frank, I've been explicitly ordered to provide counseling to the students directly involved with Mr. Kamoshida. It's in the school's interests. For its students.
Ah, the school's interest, huh?
I know that asking you to be open with a complete stranger like myself is a lot. Making this mandatory wouldn't do you any good either. Might as well turn it into a worthwhile experience. Ooh, I know. If you attend my counseling sessions, I'll teach you different ways to improve your mental acuity. Like ways to hone your concentration before exams, or not getting nervous on dates. How's that sound?
I just want the snacks. Give me snacks. Mental training. If I make good use of this, it may aid in our Phantom Thieves activities too. Yeah, so this is actually not a bad thing.
There's also snacks.
I'm in for snacks. Let me in.
All right, enough with the snacks. So, which way are you
Snacks. I'm gonna do it.
I guess it'd just be more trouble for us if we didn't go.
Yeah.
Really? Then I guess it's a deal.
Don't say those words.
I'll be in the nurse's office. Feel free to come by whenever it's convenient for you.
When you say it's a deal,
Well, we should get going.
the one scene comes.
Okay, I'll see you later.
And then we have to do the whole we art thou, thou art I
Thanks for
thing.
taking my counseling into consideration. Now that we have a deal, I promise I'll do my best to help you.
Does anybody not trust this guy? I've made a deal with Maruki. Here it is. Yes, this is automatic. And if you forgot, we're gonna flash forward back to the present. Yo, what's up?
It's hard to believe an ordinary high school student could accomplish such grandiose heists. One would need a heart of steel, unaffected by outside influences, and prepared to act without hesitating. There has to be someone who helped strengthen your mental state. Sound like somebody you know?
I just read a lot of books.
Give me a name.
Me! It's me. I was the turkey all along.
I am thou. Thou art
So this is a new confidant
hast
that we have
acquired a
not
new
seen before in
vow.
Persona. He is one
It shall
of
become the wings
2
of
new
rebellion
confidants,
that
I believe,
breaketh thy
and the
chains of
mental
captivity.
boost stuff that he does is actually really,
With
really
the
useful.
birth of the Councillor Persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new
And we do get
power.
snacks. The snacks are not a joke. Like, seriously though, snacks. Alright, so we get rank 1 in Councillor.
All right.
What's the holdup, dude?
Sorry for keeping you like this.
Give me
Well
snacks. Also, he's basically considered really, really hot.
Okay, quiet
All right,
down.
settle down. By like all the female students, which I think is hilarious. I have an addendum to the early assembly regarding the counseling you've all been offered. The counselor will be available to you starting after school today in the nurse's office. Dr. Maruki will only be posted here through November, so be sure to speak with him as soon as you feel the need. Yeah, so limited amount of time. There's a nice little warning here for that. For the majority of you, it's your choice whether or not to see him, but there are a few students I'll speak with later. The school's decided visits to Dr. Maruki will be mandatory for these individuals. Yeah, we're those ones, thanks. Yo, you guys gonna go for it? What, the counseling? It sounds like we're being forced to. I told Maruki I'd do it, but I don't know if I'm really into the idea, you know? Not much choice. Yeah, probably better not to draw more attention to ourselves anyway. I think I'm gonna try going today. Counseling, huh? Lady Ann's right. Make sure you visit him so you don't draw any attention to yourself, okay? And you go after school. Again, this is mandatory. You don't get to pass it.
Yes. Welcome.
Oh, I guess we don't have... Oh gosh, I guess we don't have voice acting. Welcome. Are you here for a counseling session? Yeah, is now a bad time? Not at all. It's always a good time, so long as I'm not already listening to a student. He's wearing slippers, by the way. I'm so glad you're here. Would you care for a snack? I like how she has coffee and he has a juice box.
Shall we begin?
Shall we get started? Oh, but first, just relax, all right? I'm only here to listen to whatever you wish to talk about. Sure.
Yes.
Although, I really only have one thing on my mind right now anyway. Yes, I'd say that makes perfect sense. But don't force yourself into talking with me. You could even just grab some snacks and be on your way if you wanted. No, it's all right. I know I need to talk to someone about this anyway. That is, if you're willing to listen to the super long story. I absolutely am. Take all the time you need. I see. That's such a horrible thing to do to someone. Yes, that's why I wanted to get even with him for Shiho. And? At first I thought Kamoshida ought to face the same fate as Shiho was going to put herself through. But... Later I realized that wasn't right. If he did take his own life, it wouldn't undo Shiho's suffering. In fact, it'd just give him the easy way out. Is that so? You know, you're quite the wise, level-headed young woman, Takamaki-san. Huh? I think you've got the wrong... Nope, in fact, I think you're wiser than I was at your age. I wasn't anywhere near as mature as you are now. It's not like I did anything special, though. If I hadn't gone through my own share of hell, I don't think I'd be so mature either. I see. So what's on your mind now? Right now?
Let me think.
I'm just hoping Shiho will get better quickly. We both suffered a lot, but I just want to get back to laughing and having fun together like we used to. At this point, I don't even give a rat's ass about Kamoshida. Now there's a healthy outlook. You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this had happened at all, but...
Quite.
I definitely agree with you there. But it's impossible to wipe every tragedy from history. If only, right? Everyone would be so much happier if we could actually do that. Oh, it seems I lost track of time. We should wrap things up here for today. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Oh no, thank you. I feel a ton better now that that's all off my chest.
Be careful.
Good to hear it. You deserve it. Feel free to stop by again anytime. Will do.
Okay,
See you around.
I'm gonna get going.
Ring ring. Well, I went in for counseling. You're going soon too, right, Akira? How'd it go? Well, it honestly wasn't as rough as I was expecting. I think you should just go and give it a shot. Dr. Maruki's easier to talk to than you'd think. Okay, see you tomorrow. Didn't you have a counseling appointment? That's in the nurse's office in the practice building, right? I'll just pass some time in the area until you're done. Yeah, you don't get a choice in this matter either. Hey, it's the cute girl with the bow. Ah, hello. Are you here for a session as well? You too, huh? Yes, that's right. Dr. Maruki is a wonderful counselor. I've actually been seeing him for a while before he ever came to Shujin. Really? Oh, I didn't know you two were acquainted. Don't go overselling me too hard though, Yashizawa-san. I'm really nothing special. Well, I need to get going. Please excuse me. Now these two, without giving anything away, these guys' fate are kind of tied together, and we're gonna want to max out both of these guys with their social links for a good reason, actually. Just giving you a heads up what's gonna be coming a lot later. What say we say we get started? Let's say we get started. I don't, that sentence didn't seem like it was translated right. Welcome, thank you for coming. We made a deal. Yeah, that's what you want to say. You want to say we made a deal. Sorry, guys. I will tell you, this is in fact the second rank of the counselor, and I will tell you which ones you need to choose. Well, I'll make sure it's worth the trouble. I see. Thank you. I think I've gotten a good grasp of the situation you're in, Kurusu-kun. Well, full disclosure, the school gave me a brief rundown of the circumstances surrounding your transfer here. You can say any one of these and said, so much for my privacy. I'm glad you got a sense of humor about it, but yes, it's not exactly kind to you. I'm sorry. Now that you've told me more about yourself, I think I've realized something. It seems like you've largely been able to reconcile your internal world with your external one. I should note, that's really truly impressive. Even most adults can't reliably manage that. How to put it, you know how everyone has an internal reality, some conception of themselves they're striving for? Like wanting to be a model student or wanting to be loved and relied on, that kind of thing. But that idolized reality and the one in actuality are often far apart. That gap is responsible for a lot of people's pain. Not everyone can ace their exams, and not everyone can be the heroes they wish they could be. You've already been through so much. That kind of suffering is usually enough to twist people up into dark places. But you're standing up to it and confronting a tough, painful reality. To me, that's incredibly admirable. Then again, maybe that's a little weird for you to hear from a guy you just met, huh? You want to say, but it sounds right. Not even deflecting self-deprecation. You really are strong, Kurusu-kun. Well, let's see. Sorry, this went on longer than I expected. Somehow the conversation just took on a life of its own, I guess. Hey, I've actually got one last request. Do you mind? I'm actually doing some certain research along with my duties as a counselor. It's not quite like counseling, more like a type of psychological treatment. Basically, it's a project to learn more about people's metaphorical hearts, what they think, how they feel. If I get far enough with it, I think it'll be able to help a lot of people, so... you can say anything you want here, so I'm gonna say, I'll need more details. Oh, sorry. I guess my point is, I'd like to ask you to help with that research. All you have to do is listen to my theories and then tell me if they spark any ideas or realizations on your end. Please, anytime's good for me. I can work around your schedule. And I've got lots of snacks too. You can have them, they're yours. You want to say, well, okay. Really? Yes, you're a lifesaver. Let's see, I know, maybe I can teach you some tips for mental training? I happen to know a lot on the subject. I'm sure I can cook up a special regimen for you. If you're dedicated enough, I'm sure you could draw out your full potential. Okay, I guess that's our second deal. All right, so really not a second deal per se. You just get the second rank here. So we get Detox X. When Joker is inflicted with an ailment, he may recover immediately. Super useful because sometimes enemies use a lot of the ailment stuff and he'll just snap out of it. And it happens more often than you'd expect. I'm not entirely sure what the chances are of just not, getting out of it, but it's pretty frequent.
I know.
Oh, right. Would it be okay if we traded contact information? I'll contact you when I've got time or when I need some input from you. That should do it. Now, I'd better do my part to repay you. Let's talk about mental training and presence. Let's see. First off, thanks to Baruki's mental training, my mind feels stronger. Here's the key for this particular confidant. Every time you meet with him, your SP will increase by 5. Totally worth it because you want to have as much SP as you can for the dungeons. Oh, and here, never a bad time for a snack, right? And we get snacks. And most of them aren't terribly great, but some of them are. We get non-static gum this time. I think there's like a chart that you get stuff randomly pulled from that I don't have. Thank you for your help today. I'll see you around at school. All right, well, we still have more exams, so you really spent a long time talking to Maruki. Look how late it is. Well, if you think the sessions are worthwhile, you should try going again sometime. But we should definitely get some sleep for now. Tomorrow's your last day of exams, right? Yes, we should go to sleep and do that, but tonight we're not going to do that. Let's talk to Morgana. Tomorrow's the last day of exams. You don't want to go into those half asleep, right? Worrying isn't going to do you any good now. Just do what you can, okay? I don't even think we can go downstairs.
Let's go to bed.
We just have to go to bed. But I'm going to end it here. Next time, we're going to continue on with our exams. We have lots of story stuff, like a ton of story stuff. So I will see you guys then when we do that.